What's good, YouTube? LA palms on the beat, on the wavy beat. You know what I mean? Making the world a better place, one video at a time. As you can tell from the title, we're gonna be looking at my dreams, diving deep into my subconscious, see what I dream of at night. And without any further ado, let's go right into it. June 22, Monday. The first dream of my journal entry. My friend, in which I haven't seen in a while, got a new boyfriend. I was then stuck inside a bathroom of a huge mansion with 5 friends. My friends and I did not mind, as the bathroom was enormous. This bathroom was about the size of an average sized house, to put it into perspective. After this, my dream had shifted, and I was now in a modern house in the middle of a desert. I walked around the property and saw more of my friends having conversations and just chilling out. I then looked around the property and I passed a sandy road by the house that had a huge puddle of water. As I neared the puddle of water, I saw the reflection of the sun. The sunset was so bright and orange and just beautiful that I had to take a picture of it. I then found myself in some unknown territory, most likely a backyard. I met with my uncle, who was raising baby crocodiles for some odd reason. I was so confused but interested at the same time. It also turned out that my uncle was blind in this dream. The final part of my dream takes place in Mexico City. I have actually never been there myself, but my grandfather told me that it was inside of my dream. We were in fact in the Mexican capital. He then let me roam free and get lost in the humongous city, and I would then meet him back in an hour. And so I walked around the city, which was actually very calm and peaceful. I enjoyed getting lost in a maze of vibrant colored houses. I walked a lot, observing the many blue, pink, green, yellow, red, purple, white, orange houses, until I got hungry and I spotted a little corner store. The little corner store felt so friendly. It's a bit hard to describe, but I felt an overwhelming sense of love in that store. So I bought a box of coconut cookies for 10 pesos. And I then showed the store clerk my stickers and my art pieces. The store clerk was an old guy, and he was so amazed that he had to call his entire family to see my artwork. His daughter then approached me and said that I had so much talent and that she will buy all the pieces right now at the spot. I then woke up feeling refreshed. This dream was in fact very odd but very interesting, to say the least. Dream entry number 2. I was climbing and hiking on a mountain, and this mountain was very steep at first, but it then evened out midway because I was now on a trail. And as I looked down, I could see a village down the valley. It was a sunny day with barely any clouds in the sky. And I then realized that this mountain was actually a volcano. A Native American man then approached me, and he told me that this volcano was named Chinta. Chinta had been inactive for many centuries. It had also served as a secret land for this tribe that the man was in. The dream then shifted, and I was back in a Japanese classroom. This classroom was similar to that of an Osaka high school that I've been in before, so it seemed very familiar. It felt incredible to be reunited and to reconnect with the many friends that I made abroad, and I was so happy to see them once again. We ended up drawing, and we had a very good time. This next section is a bit difficult to conceptualize, but I'll try my best. So I was then questioning my dream. It had been around 6 to 7 months since I've been in Japan. I started feeling how time is inflating and how every day goes faster than the previous one. With how fast time has been passing, In my dream, I believed that we should actually be in February right now, not June. Next thing I knew, I was walking inside a movie theater hallway with my dad and brother. My father then told me that we were gonna buy a goat. I was so confused because we were gonna buy a goat inside a movie theater. So then I woke up because the dream stopped making sense. June 24th, the third dream in the dream entry. You could say that I had a very bizarre dream last night. I was in a hotel room with my cousin, and as he went into the bathroom to brush his teeth, I saw two teddy bears by the door with knives. Whoo! I was startled, but then my cousin and I played it off as they were just killer dolls like Chucky, and that they totally came alive when we weren't looking, like in the movie Toy Story. Next thing I know, I was cruising on my bike on a hilly city during the clear of night. I then met with two of my friends, and they told me about how we were in the city of Medellin in Colombia. I then enjoyed cruising down the hills hella fast as I looked at the city lights illuminating the mountains at night. As my dream shifted, I was now on some forest preserve, and I became a transformer. I actually enjoyed being a big-ass robot, just jumping around and scaring random people. And then I then transformed into a truck, and I was driving myself through Chicago at night, enjoying the livelihood of the bars, the neighborhoods, the lights at night during these beautiful summer times. This following dream is going to be a little bit bizarre, so you have been warned. My dream started off with my mom and I dressed up as the Joker. We then walked into the store, and I remember checking myself out in the mirror. I painted my face all white, and my hair was very wavy and green. I have no idea why we dressed up as a Joker. We just did. As my dream shifted, I was now in a large gathering inside a party salon. A friend from high school was the DJ, so I approached him. He then told me about how he makes a killing, as in he makes a lot of money from DJing. And I was so happy for him. We then planned a band, and he would be the DJ, I was the breakdancer, and my dad was the lead singer. It was such an odd combination, but our band actually achieved huge success. Next thing I know, I was in a gangway, and my friend was smoking the bum bud, if you know what I mean. And she offered me some, and I rejected the offer. The dream was then cut off into some sort of philosophical video. I saw myself in third person as the narrator talked about what it meant to work in a job that you absolutely loved and was fulfilling. I was working as an animator for a TV show, and as I was walking in the office hall, I remember getting all the stares and the attention from the ladies in the department, as if I was the greatest animator and the greatest looking guy on the premises. The narrator then talked about how success is actually achieved by a collection of small victories, a success-oriented mindset, and being as true to yourself as possible. And this bit really resonated with me. It was a beautiful dream indeed. June 26th. I had a very calm dream tonight, and although I don't remember all of it, I do recall a few details. I was riding my bike around Santa Monica, California, and observing the ocean, the beach, and the sun was setting, making the sky look a warm, bright orange. And I was gazing at the palm tree silhouettes. It was a magical sight. I then remember being in a boat party at around dusk. I was drinking pina coladas, and all of my friends were having such a great, fantastic time. It was such a carefree dream, very laid back and very smooth for sure. And now for the last dream of the week. I was in a school gym, and while all the kids were busy playing basketball, I was learning how to backflip. I had attempted many times until I finally learned, and I was so fulfilled. I then remember being in the backseat of a car, driving through the night and observing how we were crossing a bridge. I could see the city skyline lit up in the distant night sky. I then remember being on a vibrant house rooftop with my friend. He looked a bit sad and he was having some type of trouble and he needed advice. He looked distressed, to say the least, and I don't remember the exact words that I told him, but I do remember that they were life advice, and he seemed very moved at my words. He let out a tear of joy, and he gave me a hug. It was quite a sentimental dream, and I woke up feeling happy, yet with a mix of emotions. Well, that's about it for this week. And if you enjoyed this video, you already know how the groove makes you move. So give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I want to welcome aboard all the new subscribers. We've been getting hella growth. I'm very grateful for that. And comment down below which dream was your favorite or whichever one resonated with you, you know. So stay smooth, stay dope, stay wavy, surf on, and see you on the next video. Peace out, y'all. Much love.